everybody knew that I had 200 employees. It wasn't no secret. So what you think? I was paying them in hamburgers? So you know somebody was paying that payroll, and it wasn't falling. So I was doing that. So if you wanted to now say the story is MC Hammer just pissed his money off when you knew that I was employing 200 people from my community, it said more about you than it did about me. So I didn't go on the radio to defend that. Because if you every now and then somebody would say, after the sensational part of it, they said, he took care of a lot of people. But anyway, we're going right next to the next commercial. So I said, wow, this is very interesting to me. So if a guy that in the middle of the crack era, when everybody was dying, machine guns everywhere, decided he wanted to try to pull some guys out of that, if his fate is to be the guy who we're going to introduce for the next 14 years is, hey, we're going to talk about MC Hammer next, how he pissed off 30 million. Man, that's what you get for trying to contribute to the community. But the guy who might be known for exploiting, and of course, we got our man right now with the hottest record in the world coming on next. He says every in the country need to drop down now and suck here. Coming up next, our hero. I said, I need to let them do that. And I'm going somewhere else for a while, because that fight I'm not fighting. That's a personal fight. That's your perspective on life, the world, and how you see things. I can't fight that. You got to have what you want. Some people love this. Some people love that. We were dying. This is the real thing. It's not fake. Go and look at the murder rate in my city at the time. My city became very famous for being in the top 3 in homicides. That's where I live. That's where I grew up my entire life. I didn't grow up somewhere else. Some of the people that were dying were my classmates, my neighbors. So when I had the Hammer thing, I would literally call home. I'd be on the road. I'd call home and somebody say, hey, what John doing? What you mean what John doing? John dead. I said, what you mean John is dead? I just talked to him 2 weeks ago. He said, yeah, John dead and Sam killed him. I thought, Sam lived 2 houses down from John killed him? Over what? Well, blah, 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 blah. So I said, well, let me speak to Sam then. Hey, Sam, man, check this out, man. Why? Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, why don't you come out here on the road with me, man? I can give you $30,000 a year. I can't give you what you're making on the block. But, man, I can't have you keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you killing the very cats we grew up with. Well, 10 turned to 20, 20 turned to 30. Okay. I'm cool with that. I was cool with that because the amount of money that I was generating was worth the lives to me. Now, in retrospect, for the sake of story, I always say, Hammer, if you had it to do it all over again, wouldn't you? Come on, Hammer, just say you kept some of that money. I say, yeah, if I had to do it all over again, I would absolutely, put some of that money in the bank and all that. But the real truth is, not in exchange for the lives that lived, wow. I wouldn't do it. Wow. I always knew that I could generate money. Right. I had my first job at 8. At 9, it's very documented. You can go to my Twitter right now and pull up a picture of me and Hank Aaron. It says the 2 Hammers finally meet. Know what the date of the picture says? 1975. Yeah, I've seen that. In 1975, I was already in my 3rd year of a job. I've been an entrepreneur from day one, so I'm not ever concerned about generating money, but I got caught up in my humanity.
My outlook on the game is like this, right? As an artist, you come into the game, you blow, that's great for you. But when you leave a legacy out here, your legacy, to me, is based on how many other lives did you touch when you was coming up. Feel what I'm saying? You be having motherfuckers out here who be having a light, and it's like, damn, bro. You're not responsible for nobody else getting a light. You feel what I'm saying? And for let me just finish, right? So for you to reach back and show some young niggas that's coming up, your cousin, whoever it is, I know you got a couple other artists, some love, to me, bruh, that's real legacy shit. Because I live by the ladder system, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? If you at the top of the ladder, and you don't reach down and pull a motherfucker out the water, then what you really out here doing? Because when you reach down and you pull motherfuckers out the water, when you go down the ladder, guess what they do? They come up. So you still attached to the top. That's just my outlook on life. You feel what I'm saying? If God blessed you and put you in position to be out here and be great, and you see other motherfuckers got great shit in them, but you don't extend your hand and you know this motherfucker got an opportunity to make it out the ghetto, this motherfucker got an opportunity to feed his family, and I know this, because you wouldn't have invested in Key if he didn't have talent. You a businessman. This ain't about you being my cousin, we being, no, this is about if you got fucking talent or not. You got talent. The first thing you said is, he get it. That's why you was willing to say, let's get this money together then. So to me, I commend you for that shit. Because a lot of niggas don't do that shit. A lot of niggas just get their bag and be like, nigga, I got mine, fuck everybody else, man. I ain't, listen, man. And that's they right if they want to do that. That's their God-given right. But for the niggas that get that bag and be like, it's multiple things you said on here. It's not just that. It's, man, I give out $25,000 a year because I remember to four motherfuckers. I remember when I ain't had that shit. I was wishing a nigga did. All that shit is what really count. You feel what I'm saying? You get motherfuckers out here, man, they get the bag and they be like, man, I don't give a fuck about these niggas, man. I don't give a fuck about me. That's it. I ain't fuck everybody else. No, I respect the motherfuckers that's like, no, my nigga, I see something in you. You know what? I'm gonna invest my time. I invest my money because I believe in you. I remember when I was a rapper, I just wanted a motherfucker to believe in me. I believe in you, my nigga. That probably meant the most to Key than anything.
I want to shout out Master P because, you know, the boy stay in Bel Air and shit. I seen some shit when he walking through the neighborhoods. He comes straight from where we at. You know what I mean? He come from the Bay. Well, you know, by way of Richmond, California, right there. He's from New Orleans, right? But I think his mama or his daddy stayed in Richmond.
He had family.
I think it was the mama.
Too.
Yeah. He had a few record shops and whatnot. However he did. But the boy, you know what I'm saying, he always was solid with me. Right. And he was always, he stayed focused, you know. And he got a lot of his game from my Uncle St. Charles just as well as I did. And we all learned together, you know what I'm saying, him and the JT bigger figures of the world and stuff like that. We all come up under the same little umbrella and whatnot. P went out there and got that South, man. He went to the sticks where it was untapped territory, man, and got them boys. There was so many talented people out there and got them to get on that down south hustlers, and you know what I'm talking about. He did that bout it and the ice cream, man, and he blew, man. The man did his thing, so you can't knock a man's hustle. So I want to shout him out for that. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
was the independent thing in the Bay Area?
He got that from the Bay. He got it from the Bay. He definitely got it from the Bay. And he I don't think he had any problem saying he did.
Most definitely.
But he also you understand me, was an innovator in it too as well, because he took it to bigger heights. God got levels where he blesses you. So you know, you just got to know when you're blessed. You know, some people he might have, you know, 200-300 million. Some people might be 500,000. Some 30,000 might be rich to a hood guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. So you just got to just keep moving, man, and don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Don't never hate, man, because it'll come back on you.